Ooh, a buff gray alien in handcuffs that don't even connect to anything. And he is being walked across the desert on a military base by none other than the President of the United States and his Secret Service detail. And no, it's not a trashy romance novel, though I could totally see it as the President's probing the alien inside. Yeah. But the image, it was clearly AI generated, and it was what the President posted on Truth Social on Sunday. No caption, no explanation, just here it is, America. The President has a sexy alien now. And before you ask, yes, that alien is absolutely jacked. Like full Schwarzenegger pecs with the President of the United States right next to him. It's a picture of the President perp walking a swole gray alien with abs. I mean, really, like this alien is absolutely yoked. Looking good out there. And look, that was just one post out of like 25. The Yamchurian candidate himself spent Sunday, between holes at his golf course, by the way, firing off all of this AI slop like he was some 12-year-old that was trying to make the ultimate Cats on Mars image. And there was Trump and some of these other posts in a Space Force command center, pressing a giant red button while bombs explode around him. Screens behind him reading "Target destroyed." There was an AI battleship blasting Iranian missiles out of the sky on loop. And tucked between all of it was a real-life threat to actually bomb Iran. Quote, "For Iran, the clock is ticking, and they better get moving fast, or there won't be anything left of them." From the golf course, a typical day for Trump, declaring that Iran is this close to being defeated for the 11th time. And look, the man, Donald Trump, 79 years old, just got off an airplane from China, and apparently the only thing he had the cognitive bandwidth for is letting AI generate him and self-insert him into a sci-fi fantasy romance novel. Look, this is not a healthy mind. It really is not. This guy's neurons are firing the way a microwave fires when you put a fork in it. But there is a specific reason he's doing this. There's a specific reason he's posting this type of content. And the reason that we will not let anyone forget is Jeffrey Epstein. Yep, the Epstein files are popping back up. Hell, SNL opened its season finale on Saturday night with Will Ferrell playing the literal ghost of Jeffrey Epstein, telling Trump, no matter how many wars you start or how bad you tank the economy as a distraction, people will always associate you with me. You just gotta watch.
My approval rating's in the 30s.
Oh, the 30s? Gross. Call me when it hits 17.
I guess that means that the war in Iran is over.
Yep, we came in second. But Donnie, just remember, no matter how many wars you start or how bad you tank the economy as a distraction, people will always associate you with me. And that, my dear close friend, that is a beautiful thing.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
And so after that, what does our Donald McBig Mac do? He posts an alien, a really, really hot alien. And every time Epstein gets close, the screen fills with AI-generated chaos. AI Pope, AI Jesus, AI Trump Jesus, AI Mandalorian Trump, AI Trump pressing a button on a spaceship. The guy uses AI as a fog machine. And the press, at least half the press, is happy to chase the fog. And in all of this, he is losing. The new New York Times Siena poll dropped on Sunday, approval rating 37%, the lowest of his second term. 64% of Americans disapprove of how he's handling the economy. 59% disapprove of him as a president, period. He is hemorrhaging support with independents. And he's essentially lost a war that he started in Iran by his own party's numbers. And his answer is buff aliens and bomb threats from a golf cart. This is not a strong man who's losing his temper. This is a weak man losing his mind. A loser clinging to his last viable brain cells. And every time you see one of those AI images, it's just a flare going up from his sinking ship. Donald Trump wants you to look anywhere other than that, the documents the law says you have a right to see. Documents with his name in them countless times. Do me a favor, make sure you've hit that notification bell so that you know each time that we expose the old alien to distract from the child abuser trick.